Our beaches, estuaries and canals and seaside areas have long been considered attractive places to live, work and visit. Moreton Bay Regional Council's Living Coast program is looking at how our coastal landscape can be best managed into the future. But we need your help. Get online to have your say today and help plan for the future of our coastline. By understanding how our bays, beaches and estuaries are used and loved by the community, we can better prepare for the natural changes caused by coastal hazards. Changes to our coastal landscape have and will continue to be part of living near the beaches, canals and estuaries. This change is a result of a mix of marine processes such as waves, wind and tide that all move the sand and other sediments around and define what we know as our coastline. Coastal inundation is basically flooding in a coastal environment. It includes flooding by the sea when water levels go up on high tides or during storms, also known as storm tide. Storms can also bring heavy rainfall which, due to higher sea levels, is unable to drain away from low-lying areas next to waterways. Coastal erosion is when the materials at the shoreline are worn away, and this can occur anywhere along the coastal landform. However, coastal erosion in an open coastline tends to be associated with the impacts of a storm event. The storm expends its energy against the open coastline, which may cause a lot of damage as well as short-term erosion or coastline retreat. We know that our coastal landscape is susceptible to change, but we expect this rate of change to increase because of the projected effects of climate change and increasing sea level rise. On Monday 14 December, our region was impacted by a storm tide event which affected several areas along the Moreton Bay coastline. A combination of strong winds, low atmospheric pressure and large tides combined to elevate tidal water levels known as a storm tide. Storm tide flooding occurred in some low-lying coastal areas across the region. Coastal erosion was experienced in parts of Bribie Island, Beachmere and Redcliffe. The Moreton Bay region is one of more than 30 Queensland local governments developing a coastal hazard adaptation strategy to plan for the future and protect our coastline for future generations. Planning to adapt to coastal hazards involves several steps. First, identify areas of coastal zone that are likely to be exposed to coastal hazards. Next, understand which places, assets and values may be vulnerable and at risk. Council will continue to engage with the community to create a shared understanding about what you value about the coast. From there, we can begin to identify and recommend actions for adaptation. By incorporating your experiences and values into the technical and economic assessments, we can develop a strategy which recognises the needs and interests of landowners, infrastructure owners and our local communities. The strategy will help Council and the community make better decisions on the management of coastal hazards through land use planning and development assessment, infrastructure planning, asset management, management of nature conservation, recreation and cultural heritage values, and emergency management. We want to commence our Living Coast program by listening to the hopes and concerns of locals. You can do this by visiting the website and completing the survey. Subscribe for updates or come along to one of our information sessions. Have your say if you love Moreton Bay.